Hello everyone, it's Pixel again, and these are my thoughts on the Knights of Geuinevere Part 2. So first and foremost, disclaimer, I own... Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't own anything. Everything belongs to the rightful owners, so please go and support them and be nice, please. And yeah, so this is part 2. So, like I said before in part 1, this show is something. Because there's a scene where Frankie and her boss, Sparky, are trying to find stuff. I am so sorry, excuse me. I am so sorry about that, excuse me. Yeah, they're trying to find stuff to sell, and they actually come across, well, Geuinevere herself. And, yeah, Sparky decides to sell her. So yeah, the two of them lock her up, and Frankie actually goes home, and... Oh, and people have pointed out when Frankie, pulls her out of the trash, it parallels a scene when we see Frankie and Andy as kids, trying to play this, claw game to win a Geuinevere plush. And they don't, but they actually meet the real princess. And yeah. So yeah, Frankie, at this point, Frankie is feeling conflicted. Because, and we actually meet her imaginary friends, I guess. It's not really clear exactly who they are, but like I said before, they are pretty adorable, and they tell her, you know, you gotta save the princess, you gotta do what's right. So yeah, and Andy... it's revealed that Andy got fired from her job. And, yeah, Andy, cause... Yeah, Frankie, she's not... she basically says that... She tells Andy about the Geuinevere android that she found. And... yeah. And of course, yeah, we actually see... So yeah, basically, yeah. But they get caught, the two of them get caught by Sparky, who, like I said before, Sparky was always interesting to me because, it's not like he's talking down to Frankie about, her wanting to work at the park. But rather he's... Because, yeah, it seems like he knows what, the park is about. And that... yeah, that Frankie shouldn't, you know, he's telling her basically that, you know, they do bad stuff. You don't want to get mixed up with this. And what's also interesting is that... basically, of course, they get into a fight, and... And, yeah, Sparky decides to, Andy tells him that, like, if he lets both her and Frankie, like, fix her up, then, yeah, then she'll be, like, worth a lot more, basically, so yeah, eventually Sparky tells, like, he does agree. He tells the two of them to go and, well, yeah, basically fix her up and bring her back to him. And another thing that I've seen people talk about, and I do plan on making a video about Olivia and her father, because we actually do see Olivia as a young adult and as an old woman. And her nurses are telling her that they found traces of Geuinevere and that she made it to the surface. And Olivia she breaks down, telling them to bring her back, saying that she needs to fix her and that she'll do better this time. And we actually meet one of her guards named Arthur. But yeah, so Andy and Frankie take Gwen to go get her fixed up in the labs. Well, they actually go to kind of like a place where, like, projects have been abandoned. And yeah, like, they're eventually, like, Arthur finds them and tries to hunt them down, but sorry. I am so sorry, excuse me. And yeah, so the two of them are almost like Andy and Frankie get knocked out, and we actually kind of, like, it's almost like a recreation of when, like, Andy and Frankie met Geuinevere as children. Because, yeah, like, the same scene happens, only it's in present time. And Geuinevere herself looks like how she did when she first met them. And, yeah, so yeah, Gwen saves them, and yeah, like, and she actually defeats Arthur on her own. And sorry. Yeah, like, she actually saves both Andy and Frankie, and yeah, they basically do fix her up, and the final scene of the episode is her seeing, like, from Guinevere's point of view, is that she sees both Andy and Frankie as little kids again. Yeah, as children, and she says that it's nice to meet you again. And that's where the episode ends, so yeah, like I said before, like, there is a lot happening in this episode, because, like, there's also this thing, because this, like, blue stuff that's, like, apparently it's stated that this is called blue lung. Like, you know, like, yeah. And it seems to be making people, like, cough up, well, blue stuff. And there was even, like, Some people have even pointed out that babies in this world are now being born blue. Yeah, actually blue. So yeah, it's not really clear what this is, but we do know that it isn't healthy. Because, I'm guessing, Sparky's, a pipe, I guess, what you would call it, is also has, the blue stuff on it as well. And at one point, Andy, this guy insults her and starts coughing, and yeah, it's blue. Yeah, Andy runs into this really rude guy, and yeah, he basically coughs up blue stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I do think it may have something to do with the park. Well, obviously, at the very least, okay, I don't fully know what this is, but I do agree on the idea that it does have something to do with the park itself, because, well, given what the world in this show is like, and that it basically, has the magic that it once had, disappear. And it's basically just, yeah, getting bled dry of it. And Gwen herself is at the center of it. And speaking of which, there is actually a commercial of some kind about Princess Geuinevere herself, and that it appears that all of the models of her are kind of like a hive mind, because looking at how young Andy and Frankie were as children to them as adults now, yeah, basically, Guinevere has been programmed to remember everything. She basically, Olivia's father actually states that she keeps, anyone that she interacts with, she always keeps their memories. And that she always remembers and keeps them safe. And I also like the whole thing about, the dynamic between Andy, Frankie, and Gwen. Because, the thing about this is that, well, yeah, both Andy and Frankie, of course, are the knights in the Knights of Geuinevere. They're her knights, the two of them. And the thing is that, but they kind of mix it up a bit, because, yeah, in stories, that involves, because, yeah, knights are the ones that protect people and save the princess in stories. And, well, yeah, both Andy and Frankie, they do save Guinevere, but when it came to Arthur, she was the one who saved the two of them. So, yeah, they save her, and then she saves them, kind of thing. So, yeah, I just find that interesting, because, well, yeah, like I said before, yeah, both Andy and Frankie do save Gwen, but when they were in trouble, it was her turn to save them. So yeah, I like how they kind of mix up the dynamic of that a little bit. Well, actually, no, a lot. But yeah, it's just, yeah, like, that concept is interesting because, yeah, like, because, yeah, both Andy and Frankie aren't just protecting Guinevere herself, she's also protecting the two of them. Like, the princess is also protecting her knights, while they at times protect her. And, yeah, and I always like the dynamic that they're setting up between Frankie and Guinevere. Oh. Sorry about that. Because, well, yeah, like, the thing about Frankie is that not only is she, yeah, like, she's adorable, and, yeah, I like where, and, yeah, like, and I honestly get where she's coming from. You know, like, she wants, you know, like, the magic that she experienced as a child. Like, she wants to see it, like, she wants to see it again, but she also, like, wants it to, like, grow and, you know, like, thrive. And, yeah, like, she wants that back. Yeah, like, she's basically trying to find the magic in an otherwise non-magical world that's basically bleeding everything dry. And, yeah, like, and yeah, like, at first glance, yeah, like, I also feel like Frankie is kind of going to be a foil to Olivia because, well, yeah, like, Frankie does, like, remember stuff from her childhood and still, like, somewhat still, like, clings to it, but she does, but it's shown that Frankie also does, like, look back on it in a more, I guess, healthier way. And Andy does too to some extent, but like, the poor girl has, like, her own, like, stuff to deal with, so you can't blame her. And you can't blame Frankie either. So yeah, like, Frankie, like, remembers and looks, and, like, yeah, like, she basically, like, looks back on it, and whatever she does, like, with anything from her childhood, like, she does it more in a healthier way. Yeah. Although it is, like, it is shown that Frankie does, like Andy does have her own problems. I am so sorry, excuse me. I am so sorry, excuse me. Sorry. So yeah, like, the other thing about that is that it's also interesting because, well, yeah, like, Olivia doesn't have, like, in present time, Olivia doesn't have anyone. She just has her staff and her nurses. Yeah, her nurses, and it's unknown what happened to her father, if he's still around, or if, well, like, I have heard theories on Olivia's father and what exactly happened, but, like I said, that's for another video. But yeah, like, the other thing is that Frankie, like, doesn't have to deal or cope like, with her problems alone. Yeah, she has them, but she also, well, for one, she has, like, her friendship with Andy, and also, like, the friendship she has with Geuinevere now. So yeah, like, yeah, unlike before, like, unlike with Olivia, she's not alone. Like, Frankie, but yeah, but that's just me, and what do I know? But I do think that Frankie is going to be, like, a foil to Olivia of some kind, and possibly Andy too, in some way. But yeah, I do plan on doing more videos on the Knights of Geuinevere, so yeah. So yeah, that's it for now, but regardless, I do hope you all enjoyed. And thank you all for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!